there are some kind of help that you don't render to people. If you really have to help, you have to really know that person good, because there are some kind of help that it is very crucial. So those kind of things, you have to think very well before you do it for somebody. It's not somebody you just meet on the street or you at work or somewhere, you just do such things for. There are some certain things that it has to be purely only for family members. So that if that person is ungrateful, you will not have pain. You say, oh, it's my family. But you know there are some kind of help you do for somebody, and the way that person will treat you, you will regret. It might even kill you for the rest of your life. So this is exactly what happened in this story that I want you guys to watch. So just listen to this video.
This is Debbie Stevens. She donated her kidney to save the life of her boss, who then allegedly fired her for taking too long to recover. Now, this story actually came out in 2012 when Debbie sued, but it's been making the rounds again, and why not? It is an evergreen life lesson. It is an evergreen work lesson. It is never not relevant. Remember the post that I did the other day where I shared that your coworkers are not your friends, that your boss is not your friend, that the workplace was actually not built to nurture friendships, which is why it's a fantastic idea to always have boundaries at work. We're going to come back to that in a second. So Debbie, a 47-year-old divorced mother of two at the time from Long Island, originally met Jackie at the dealership where they both worked. Debbie left the dealership and the company in June of 2010 to move to Florida. Debbie came back to New York in September of the same year to visit her daughter and decided to stop by at the dealership. While she was at the dealership, she caught up with Jackie, who then told Debbie of her need for a kidney transplant. Jackie shared that she might have a possible donor who was a friend or something. Debbie then told Jackie that if anything happened, she would be willing to donate. Why? I have no idea. Debbie claims that Jackie jokingly responded with, "I may have to take you up on that one day." Now, a few months after that conversation happened, Debbie moves back to Long Island and hits Jackie up for a job. She asked Jackie if she had any job openings, and Jackie hired Debbie within a few weeks. In January of 2011, Debbie says that Jackie calls her into the office and asks her if she's still serious about donating that kidney. Debbie said, of course. Why? Still no clue. Now, according to Debbie, she did not do it for the job security or for a raise. She did it because that is just the kind of person that she is, which is lovely. But if you do not have boundaries in place, people will take advantage, whether it's work or friendships or family dynamics. But I digress. Anyway, so Debbie says that she didn't want Jackie to die, so they take the compatibility test. Unfortunately, Debbie's kidney was not the best match for Jackie, and you would think that that would be the end of it, but no. The doctors agreed to let Debbie give her kidney to someone else in Missouri, which then put Jackie higher on the organ donor list. So out goes Debbie's kidney. Debbie shared that there were actually some complications during the surgery. They hit a nerve in her leg, and that led to a host of other issues for her. Debbie went back to work 4 weeks later, and that is when the real Jackie stood up. Apparently and allegedly. She said that Jackie would scream at her about things that she never did. Apparently it got so bad that she wouldn't even let her leave her desk, just constantly screaming at her and berating her. And then Debbie said that she was demoted and moved to a car dealership that was 50 miles away from her house. Things apparently got so bad that she would just constantly be crying at work. After reaching out to a psychiatrist for her mental stress, Debbie also decided to seek legal help. Her attorneys sent a letter to the company where she worked, and within a week of them taking that action, Debbie was fired. So Debbie sued. The only quote that I could find from Jackie was this: "I will always be grateful that she gave me a kidney. I have nothing bad to say about her. I will always be grateful to her. She did a wonderful thing for me." We know, Jackie. We know. Here's the thing. There was clearly a huge disconnect here between these two women and their friendship or expectation or perception of friendship within their work environment. Debbie said that she saw Jackie as a friend. Jackie, on the other hand, clearly only saw Debbie as a kidney. When I shared that video about your coworkers and your bosses not being your friends, I did have a few people in the comments say that they didn't like that way of thinking. Now, I didn't say that you couldn't make great or lifelong friends at work. I've made some strong friendships at work that I still have today. Some of them have gotten even stronger over time, while others have tapered off or evolved because the proximity is not there anymore. I also know that those work friendships are the exception, not the rule. The workplace was not designed to nurture friendships. Keyword here being designed. At its core, you are exchanging time for money. It's transactional. By the way, trauma bonding, which a lot of people do at work, is also an illusionary foundation for work friendships. Speaking of illusion, I've also seen a lot of companies blatantly proclaim and state, "We're a family." People get sucked up in that, and when it comes to pivotal moments, the actions don't match. I had to learn this the hard way. When I was in my 20s and the recession hit really badly here in the US, I was laid off. I asked for a severance from the company that I was with, anything small to hold me over until unemployment kicked in, and if you have been there, you know even unemployment is the barrier. I was told, yeah, that is at the discretion of the company, we won't be doing that. And I thought, but you said we were a family. You kept saying that we were a family. There were tears at the layoff. Baby Wemmy had to grow up fast. The big lesson here is that your work is not your life. Your work is not worth your life. I am embarrassed to say that when I was in the corporate world, there were no boundaries. I would get things done at all costs, at any cost. I learned the hard way to treat work as work, not your life, because you are not what you do. Because if you lose your life or a kidney because of your job or someone at work, if you allow the stress, the anxiety, the worry, the pressure from some job or some boss to manipulate you or to break you down, they will send their condolences, if you're lucky, and find someone else to replace you in a heartbeat. Anyway, please don't go around donating body parts to your coworkers or your boss. I mean, if you really feel called to or you really want to, it's your choice, but please use discernment and common sense. And remember that boundaries are a great thing. P.S. From what I found, it looks like that company settled with Debbie, so I hope that Debbie and that one kidney that's left are thriving.
So, that was the story. It's so pathetic, very painful. That is why I said, before you do certain things for people, it has to be family, not just somebody you meet anywhere. So I think we'll learn something from this whole thing that happened. Share this video and leave your comments. Thanks for watching. Bye.